Okay, Cameron here. I am making a YouTube video with my new camera. I apologize ahead of time because there's a new like flip screeny thing on it, and if I look up at it, it's because I'm looking at myself to see if I'm in focus. But now that's out of the way, let's get started. Hi. Oh, focus. Focus. Let's focus. Huh? Focus? Ah, I want to talk to you guys about something. I want to talk to you about confidence, because in the last month I've all of a sudden got this newfound confidence and I have no idea where it came from. I have a few things that I think have helped. I just, yeah, I'm probably gonna edit that part out. That doesn't fit here. So I want to share that with you because let's face it, if everybody in the world, all 7 billion of us, you know, decided that we were confident, happy, and healthy and able to do whatever we wanted to do with our lives and to make the world a better place, I feel like we would all be doing a little bit better than we are right now. So hopefully this video will help that, and then maybe I'll change the world. You never know. And I have Adele playing in the background, so if you like Adele, awesome. It's really faint because I don't want copyright issues, so but here we go. Few tips. Okay, so my first tip on how I've been able to gather all this confidence in the last month, as you saw, is love. And I know it's really cheesy and corny, but bear with me. I've experienced, you know, a pretty hard breakup on me. It took a lot of my self-confidence away, and it convinced me that love was just a thing that you found in books and TV shows, and it wasn't actually real. But then I started, you know, looking outwards and not inwards on myself. I started looking outwards at, you know, watching my parents interact, or watching the old couple down the street hold hands to go get some milk. The other really big thing was these kids that I work with on a daily basis. I felt all of a sudden like I was responsible for another human being, and then, you know, they just give me back this love. Like I'll walk into Apple Tree now and I have these little boys and girls running up to me and they're like, Miss Cameron, Miss Cameron, Miss Cameron, hi. And they just have this like unfiltered, just untainted love, and it's incredible. And that sense of worth from other people is really, really important. And having that, you know, that happiness and that love around you definitely boosts your confidence. It makes you feel like a better person because they obviously love you for some reason. So love yourself a little bit, right? And honestly, I mean, people have seen it on Facebook, I guess, but I have another man in my life that is respecting me and who loves me for me and takes all my nerdy jokes and thinks they're hilarious, and who respects the fact that I had to move to a completely another state to find who I am and to find my happiness and figure out what I wanted with my life. And that's really important. That's a huge part of everything, is finding somebody who can share your weirdness with you and, you know, love you for you. Because like I said before, if somebody else can find something that they love in you and they honestly enjoy about you, then why can't you love yourself? It's, I don't know, it just blows my mind. But that's one of the things that have helped. But let's move on to the next one. All right, contentment. I have these cards that have all these words on them, and I want to read you what it says for contentment. It says, contentment is the ability to be satisfied with what we have and who we are. When we are content, we are at peace with ourselves, and we are free of the jealousy and greed. And let me tell you, that is huge. If you are jealous of other people's life, it will control everything you do. No joke. I remember talking to my friends, talking to my parents, going, I am so jealous of other people's life. Like, people getting engaged, having kids, you know, getting new cars, seeing it on Facebook. And I was always looking at other people's lives going, why can't I have that? And when I figured out how to be content with my life, of waking up in the morning, going and playing with little peanuts all day, and coming home feeling exhausted because I played tag for like 3 hours straight, I found a whole new level of happiness, a whole new level of, you know, I don't need a fancy car, or, you know, maybe I'm really good with this stage in my life right now. And then that confidence just came back, and I was super okay with everything that's going on, like I said earlier. And so finding that contentment was really good. It was something that finally clicked into my head and was like, boom, that was it. So I highly suggest it. You know, maybe take baby steps. You know, maybe you're not content with your life, but maybe, you know, be content with your hair length. That's a good one. You know, if you're trying to grow your hair out, instead of like focusing on the fact that you don't have long hair, be like, hey, I have a cute bob right now. Maybe I can spice it up, you know, dye it a bright color, I get more layers, crunch it up, you know, that type of thing. Just little things like that. And then I think, you know, it's worked with me, maybe it'll work with others. You'll start feeling that happiness again. So give it a shot. I think you'll like it. Alrighty, and focus. Focus. There you are. Okay, hi. And the last one, my last tip for you. Enthusiasm. And I want to read enthusiasm to you because, again, these cards have really good definitions on them. I didn't feel like I needed to do love because everybody knows what love is. So let me read enthusiasm to you. Enthusiasm is an attitude of optimism, joy, and motivation. When we are enthusiastic, we motivate ourselves and others to create a positive approach to our work and play. And I agree with it. If you have this positive outlook every day when you wake up, if you have an enthusiasm to get up and go to work, if that means to go play with kids, if that means to go in and, you know, sweep those floors like nobody's business, you'll find that you want to get up and do it, if that makes sense. I've struggled with depression for a very, very long time, and it's not something to mess around with. It's not something to play or joke about. But this last few weeks, I've had an enthusiasm, a love, and an overwhelming sense of wanting to go and continue to do better with my life. And the depression is kind of going away. You know, depression never really leaves you. It lingers, and you have these waves and these ebbs and these flows. And the waves aren't so spiky anymore. They're more spread out. The time in between of being happy and sad is getting longer and farther apart. And that's good. And I think the reason why, you know, this confidence is coming out of nowhere and I'm feeling great is because, you know, I'm changing my mentality, changing the way I see myself, the way I see the world. And I guess that would just be like my final thing for this whole confidence kick, is if you change your mentality and you change the way that you see the world and how you see yourself, that confidence is just gonna bloom from somewhere. And it's just gonna come out of nowhere. And you're gonna love it. It's gonna feel fantastic. So I want you guys to try these 3 things at home. I want you to find something that you can, you know, love. If it's a pet or anything like that. I want you find something in contentment in, you know, with your hair length, your life, your job, school, whatever. And then find something to be enthusiastic about. Is that a word? Enthusiastic? I don't know. I'm making it up. We're going with it. Have enthusiasm about something. Find that something to be excited about. And I promise you'll see a change. You'll find it. And you'll really enjoy it. So I hope these 3 things have helped. And I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic day and know that I love every single one of you. All right.